Hello there, good evening, a very warm welcome to everyone, welcome to Pirate Gamer Boy, awesome to have you again. And yeah, we did a few upgrades on the CDI. Well, when I say we, I sent it off to a friend of mine who actually put a RGB mod in there, and of course also made the thing actually save some data again, and it knows what time it is again. So you know that's always handy. Sometimes it's in the windowsill checking out the sun for that. Uh, and of course with Grizo here, he's kind of asleep. There he is. Because I was picking up a beer, Grizo. You don't like beer. I hope at least. This one is from Tiny Rebel. I have no clue what this one is actually called. Sea Witch or something. It says it's a Welsh red ale. Yeah, that'd be a problem, especially nowadays. No CDI knows the time anymore. Like I have the CDI that's below here, which also has a modification, so you can put in the small little battery. But it even though it saves all the data just fine, what it does not do is advance time. It just keeps it's infinitely stuck on the 1st of January or whatever it's set at. I don't know. But you know, functionally it works just well enough, so it's not a big issue. Nice fruity beer. Must have some, yeah, something lemony. Not entirely sure. Well, citrusy, I should say. So anyway, for today I was thinking just testing out, see how the image looks, if everything works out, if something needs adjusting. Usually it does. I'm not the best when it comes to this technical stuff, so we'll see. And I figured, you know, well, it would just be a small game to just test it out. And CDI has a couple of like small mini game compilations, and of course we've already looked at family games. So I figured first we will check out some actual arcade classics from Namco. Did a review on this a good while ago. And then we can move on to some other arcade type of games. They are not great. Yeah, Grizo. Yeah, I know. I almost forgot. How can I forget you, huh? There you go, buddy. Are you going? Are you going? Normally he just eats it where he stands. So yeah, those other two we will look up. Are two? No, maybe three. But yeah, let's just pop this one in and just play some. I want to say play some of that, but that's such a Luke thing to say. Luke Morse. Which is cool, but I don't want to steal his jazz. Let's power up the console, see if it actually works. And let's... What the... Alright, so this clearly isn't my copy. I think I have two of these. But someone decided to take a nibble out of this one. This is so weird. Grizo? Does it have any jaggies? It does not. Because it's all the way at the end here, I think we will be okay. If not, I will need to go collect the other one, I suppose. So let's give it a try. See what it does. If things blow up, we know. But definitely not my case, because it also has is missing all of the little thingies that keep the CD in place. Yeah, that's true. This came out after Namco Museum on the PS1. And in that comparison, it does look rather poor. Please let me know if the audio levels are okay. I need to set the audio a bit lower for myself at least, I think. Because that intro was a bit loud. Because yeah, this only has 3 games on it. as a start. None of the games are super great conversions. The one thing this game has going for it, which is something that we can't even test right now, is it's a two-player option for Miss Pac-Man. That's kind of interesting. There we go. Minus 23 decibels should be good. And go to the full screen, please, so I know and see what we're actually doing. Hopefully, maybe. That doesn't guarantee any skill, but we'll try. Okay. There's a few CDI games that offer two-player options. There are very few, because you know, like something like the CDI 450 you can't even connect two controllers on that thing. Well, you can, but you need a splitter, and those things are super rare. Let's just start from the top here and start with Galaxian. So it wasn't really a big marketing ploy of Philips to offer two-player simultaneous play on a lot of the games, but there are a few out there. This is one. Another one we have maybe today is also one. Wacky Bubble is one that I know of that has two-player option, which is a pretty decent-ish game. This is also a very late game. In the US, this was one of the last games released for the system. And this two-player option is Hot Seat, by the way, which is, you know, as expected. Let's play some Galaxian. I think this one is okay, a decent conversion. Like it's kind of hard to mess up Galaxian, I think. Now I also must admit that I'm not really an expert on the arcade. Like the bullets seem to float a bit more than in the arcade, but yeah, when's the last time I played the arcade version? It has been a while. It has been a while, that's for sure. So I'm sure there are differences to be made, but it does its thing. It plays as Galaxian, as you know, me as a casual player would recognize Galaxian. Yeah, that's right. Now that you mention it, the background audio doesn't seem to loop at all. Well, it does, but it's not a looping sequence. When it loops, it just cuts back to the beginning. It's weird. Should have been, yeah, like there. That's so odd. Never noticed that. Again, I have no clue if that is how that is in the arcade. I would imagine that works flawlessly in the arcade. Just not something that they would mess up, because it would just be one sound effect that actually plays, not a audio track, as is the case here. At least I'm assuming that it's an audio track. I've never tried to rip this game, as there is another whole bunch of interesting stuff on the game to actually rip out. So, you know, right, bothered with it. Who knows what you might find. Yeah, I'm not sure about those bullets. Those seem the weirdest to me. But again, I have not played Galaxian in a long while, but they seem to sway a bit too far to the sides for my liking, that's for sure. Only level 2, huh? Well, let's have another go at this one. Never, well, I probably did play the Famicom version. Let me just a moment here. So I put this on as well. Always trying to do the multitasking. That's not a great way. Yeah, the Famicom. I think I played one of those bootleg versions of it a while ago. I'm not familiar enough with Galaxian to really give a good assessment on how arcade accurate it all is. But you know, I wouldn't know better. This is this looks like Galaxian. This plays like Galaxian. It feels like Galaxian. To me, it's enough Galaxian to get away with it. Not with that though. So I'll give them a pass on this one. It's okay. The biggest issue with this whole disc is just that it's only 3 games, I think. I mean, this is from 1996. Yeah, very true. If you only had a CDI and yeah. It's also like the Namco Museum discs. They are fairly hard to get on PS1. Especially if you want the entire collection. Those can be quite hard to find and rather expensive to boot. Dang, fly straight into that. Not even level 1 now, huh? Come on, Seb, you can do better than that. Probably not. Does this game actually have a pause button? I think it does. Yeah, button 2 is the pause. Yeah, I see. The first one you see sometimes because, you know, that is the least rare one. But if you go for the full set, I think it's 5 in total, like Namco. Like the full name, right? Because each has a letter on the box from Namco. I don't have them, by the way. It's nope. I'm not that rich. And back then, you know, when the PS1 was relevant, I wasn't in the hunt for these older games, because PS1 was the future, so you wanted the 3D games, and well, sometimes the awesome 2D games. Friso, you're not helping here, buddy. You're not helping. There was a 6th one? I did not know. Cool. That's really cool to know. And probably it's also one of those games that are... No. Sorry about that. Friso tends to put himself on the keyboard, and I don't know how he does it, but there is a shortcut key for control and then 0 to exit the stream, and he keeps pushing those 2 buttons. I'm not sure how he does it, but he does. Oh well. But, you know, if it got rid of the museum aspect, it does become very accessible in a way. I imagine. You know, so in the West you can easily get it as well. Hey there, by the way, Acidona. Am I saying that correctly? Acidonia. Acidonia? Acidonia. Sorry about that. I always goof up my names. How do you actually get back to the main menu? Is that button 2? I don't remember. Button 1 and 2 together? Yeah, that's getting us back. Miss Pac-Man. Probably out of these 3, this is my favorite game, but it's also probably the one that is the most butched. This is kind of based off of the, I think, the Genesis version. But there is some serious issues here. Acidonia. Well, yeah, the thing is, Acidonia. Or is it Acidonia? Like in the actual acid. The thing is that I'm getting it through my speech synthesizer which is usually, when it comes to names, even more confusing. Yeah, so like this is like the Mega Drive Genesis version. But the issue here is that the game will, it has major slowdown, which honestly isn't that bad. But it also doesn't even show the entire screen. And that is it's the real issue, because you can't easily keep track of the ghosts. And I think I actually made a mistake by putting it on easy, because on easy it is really slow, as you can see. I mean, it plays okay, it does okay, but you can't really anticipate on what the ghosts are going down there, which kind of sucks. And as the game goes faster, the CDI actually cannot keep up with the screen scrolling with going back and forth, which is even more annoying, because you will just lose track of the ghosts even more. I've never actually played the speed up hack. I'm not a big fan of Pac-Man in general. I just hate being chased by anything. Makes me super nervous. I think this version does have the little cutscenes in there, which is cool. I mean, for CDI, this does play pretty well. This was, from this compilation, this was definitely my favorite game of the bunch. And I did play this occasionally. But now that I'm playing it, I'm pretty sure I preferred it on medium or even hard, just because it was much faster. Because already in level 2 we are moving quite a bit faster, at least. Still by no means super fast. I think we also want to collect in each level. Ooh, that was close. Why are all those bastards over there? It's been a while since I played Miss Pac-Man. Probably from the classic Pac-Man games, my favorite of the bunch. Hey there, Dylan. Great to see you. Yeah, the Pirate Game Boy, I'm pretty sure you're right. This does not use the DVC, I think. I'm not entirely sure now, to be honest, because it is such a late release. You would kinda expect that they would make use of it for the extra memory, at least in video capacity. It's an extra life. Always love to hear those sounds. Oh boy. Never know what is the best strategy when it comes to Pac-Man games either. Everyone is always debating, like, should you go for the corners first and just clear them out as much as possible, or should you first clear all the pallets. And then go for the corners last, and then, you know, eat the ghosts as much as possible for maximum scourge. It's also kind of weird if you wrap around to the other side. For some reason, Miss Pac-Man slows down a bunch. Really odd. Are there other Pac-Man games on CDI? Let me think. Not really I can think of, like, just a mini game from Family Games maybe, because it's kinda like a cross between Pac-Man and Rally X, like, what's it called, Skid Cards. So no, I can't really think of any others. Oh, and we missed the, oh crap. Forgot to pick up the orange, didn't I? Oh, uh-oh. Wow, and this takes quite long too to set your next life up. The ghosties at least spent some nice time into their prison. Yeah. I've got Pac Panic here to check out. Oh no, he stopped blinking. That blue one is always the annoying one, right? Oh crap. I didn't press left on time. And Pac Panic is a pretty good conversion on CDI. I have not played many of the other versions, so I can't say how much it holds up against those. But the CDI version is pretty decent. It's good fun. Nothing wrong with that. I think cutscene time, so I can get a nice sip of beer. Yeah, the ghosts are already speeding up quite a bit. There will be a point where you cannot outrun the ghosts. Which is probably also the case in the arcade, I don't know. As I said, I am not a big fan of any Pac-Man games in general, so it's not something that I go for often. Should have eaten him, but oh well. Oh no! Not sure how I got out of that pickle. Oh, go in there! Act 2. I'm not sure how far I've ever come in this game. Not too far, I'm pretty sure. It gets way too fast. Too hard, way too fast. To a point where I just cannot keep up. I think at one point there is a baby. Please don't go too far on the keyboard again. just eat as much as I can. It's usually how I play, you know, get... Nah. Nah. Yeah, they move about as fast as we know. No, maybe they move a bit faster. I'm not sure why he decided to move away there, but I'm happy he did. I should have eaten him. Yeah. There we go. I think that's all of it, yeah? Yeah, another level down. CDI has a decent amount of arcade conversions, I suppose, because, you know, also stuff like Dragon's Lair and Mad Dog McCree is, of course, also originated in the arcades, and those games on CDI are actually really, really good. Because it's basically movies, isn't it? And if something... CDI is good at something, it is movie playback. Like that MPEG playback really is something else at that time. There was nothing like it. If you look at like Sega CD in comparison, it was the king of dithering, for example, which was cool. But when you had games that just relied mostly on video playback, then then CDI was king for those kind of games. And yeah, the CDI 450, it's a later design. It is a bit cheaper in build compared to the other versions, older versions, I should say. The thing is that it's a lot easier to mod, apparently. So in that regard, might be better nowadays. Because if something breaks in these things, it tends to be easier to fix. But yeah, I'm still very confused that for the one thing they intended to look like a game console, they removed the second port for a controller. That is just like, they were always kind of a afterthought. I mean, not really intended as a second controller port, the one on the back, but still, it was at least possible without a splitter. Yeah, that's true. Like the video scenes that CDI uses without the DVC, you have this small screen usually. But that's also the case for like Sega CD for some games. But you know, generally speaking, the games I talk about, when it, you know, those really video games, video-based games, I should say, like Dragon's Lair and Space Ace, and the American Light, not Light, American, what's the name? American, damn it, what's Lazy Games? There we go. Something with light. You know, those are always DVC dependent, obviously. They play full screen and they look awesome, or at least they looked awesome back then. Yeah, American Lazy Games. I am so crap with names. Do the mazes not change that much? Because I think there's only like 2 varieties. I thought there were more. Or do you need to set it in the settings in the beginning? No. Get in there. I wanted to go to the left. You know, the Peacekeeper still works on modern TVs. Not many consoles can say that either. That's kind of awesome as well. If you have the patience to set the damn thing up, that is. Calibration can be a bit of a pain in the ass. But once you do have a decent working. I'm not sure why I went for those points and I didn't get them anyway. What the heck? Yeah, and MS-DOS could output pretty decent video scenes as well. Although the quality kind of varies wildly on MS-DOS game video scenes. There's the baby. Wow, that's a really short scene? Or did we get stuck or something? Nope, it was just really short. Needed some padding, I suppose. I hope nothing was written on that little gap in the disk, because at some point we will crash then. Yeah, it's the same with Burn Cycle, also looks a lot worse on PC, which is weird, because it should be able to run that no problem, but for some reason it got compressed to hell. Hey there, Ben. We're doing okay. Had a bit of a rough week, I'm not gonna lie. Not a lot of sleep this week. But hope you are well. Good to hear. Yeah, I had so much trouble sleeping last week, so I figured last night, you know what? I'm just gonna pop a sleeping pill, and I did. And I was lying in bed and was lying there for an hour, which, as per usual. And I was like, why isn't it working? I turned around, coughed, and apparently the damn thing was stuck in my throat for a while and I didn't even notice. Go and figure. Uh-oh. Yeah, that one didn't go well. So no wonder it didn't work. Game over. I have another type of pill, and if that one gets stuck, because there's a coating on there of what's it called, citric acid, and I tend to be one of those idiots that tends to not take a drink when they take a pill. That's there's no normal, huh? There's just then hard and then manic. Let's try manic. Arcade levels. Let's try battle zones. But yeah, I only made that mistake of not taking a drink with those pills once. It got stuck in my throat and it burned for 2 days straight. Good God, that was terrible. I don't know what does that mean, quality option. Whoa, this is really faster. Quality options on Twitch. How do quality options on Twitch work? I don't know. Is it something I have control over? Because I only have the bitrate set to 6,000, I think. But I'm not sure if I have any control over that. I don't think I do. Yeah. Well, let's not restart the stream already. Oh, it might be something different now. I think I still have the... I think I still have the VPN running. That might be an issue. I don't know, the battle thing... The levels seem to have longer corridors, and it's asymmetric, and there's no power pellets here in the top at all. That's kind of weird. But yeah, this speed is much preferred, although maybe not. It is harder to control. Huh. Yeah, no clue. But yeah, that latency is probably due to my VPN still being on, because that always adds some latency. Normally, I always shut that down in the afternoon, but forgot. See, even the ghosts, when they go to the wraparound, they slow down. And they go out of the wraparound and immediately they are shot, as it were. Anyway, let's just go for the power pellet down here. I think the Genesis version also has these different layouts, right? And even the two-player thing? Act 1 is just the same, isn't it? Yep, it's the same. I do like the color schemes. They are like this. Looks like this looks like the layout from the first level. But what I also really like is that the colors keep changing in this mode. On the arcade mode, we only had one color change. It was either red or blue. And here we see different colors. It's kind of neat. It ate the sound effect. And I think because we are in manic mode, we are now also... the power pellet lasts a fair bit shorter. Yeah, look, the colors keep changing. I like that. Not sure why they don't do that for the arcade setups. Yeah, I'm not gonna last too long in this. Oh no! Oh, what? Duh. Pretzel time. Look how slow they go through that gateway. It's so weird. Oh, you actually don't slow down when you go through there. But you did. Huh. Why do the ghosts slow down and you don't? Yeah, new color again, and the maps do keep changing. It's kind of asymmetrical. Wow, this looks like a right mess. Holy crap. Has it though? I don't think so. Also, I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think the ghosties are actually following the actual AI designed for them in the arcades. I think they were supposed to be smarter. Which probably explains why I get somewhere in this game. Because I think in Miss Pac-Man, each of the ghosts had a different AI, right? Like the red one was supposed to chase you. Oh, did not see you there, buddy. Chase you directly. Another one would be totally random. But yeah, this goes a bit too fast for me too soon. Let's try hard mode, I suppose. Do we have anything else? Team Spirit. Probably designed for the 2-player mode, which again is kind of unique from CDI. You are awfully close to that control key again. Yay, the only music in the game. Yeah, Griso's already tried to stop the stream once, Ben. As per usual. I will give Griso a treat in just a moment, for sure. After we play through this mess. And we go on to Galaxian, which is the third game of this. Unless there's more levels to be played. I do like that there is a nice selection. I think there is also a different... I think this selection is directly ported from the Genesis version. Not entirely sure. Duh. It had already worn out. Yeah, if you want to eat the ghosties, then easy is the way to go, I suppose. Jump on some fruits for the vitamins. See what other level we get here. Yeah, you're getting something. I'm not sure if you can hear Griso, but he's currently, for some reason, purring quite happily. Must be thinking of those treats that are coming his way. Uh-oh. Is he stuck there? Oh. Okay, not sure how I managed to not get eaten yet. Again, that collision detection is amazing in this game. I love it, for obvious reasons. Uh-oh. They outsmarted me. They did box me in good there, though. Okay, let's see if we can see if there's more if there's more level packs. How do I get out of here? Or I don't. Okay, I need to actually die. This one is totally different again, though. There is a nice variety at least. Let's just get eaten. Let's just get eaten. Don't multitask, Seb. That's not something you're supposed to do. Ah, come on, I'm trying to die. The one time I get an extra life. Well, we each try we did get an extra life. There we go. Is this the same animation as the arcade? I can't imagine that the arcade had this boring spinning animation too if you die. (1980) was Pac-Man 1980? No. Pac-Man was not 80, right? Oh crap, I did go. No, I did not. Oh. Well. Okay, time for the old reset through. Grizo. Shineki. Oh, it did do it in the arcade. Grizo! Someone wanted to give you a treat, so let's just give you a quick treat here, buddy. You did kind of deserve it. You were not as obnoxious today. You can just eat it in the bowl, you know. You don't have to pick it out. No one's gonna steal it. I think. Let's see, where were we? Here we go. Yeah, Miss Pac-Man, 82. Seems like, okay. Yeah, Grizo always is ready for treats, so he did not need training for that. It would be kind of funny if you tie like an alert or a redeem or something to a specific sound effect that would indicate that it's treat time. You would train a cat very fast to that particular sound, I'm sure. You know, that you will be at a point that cats will just be standing there before you. So this is Galaga, awesome little arcade game. Actually one I do like, but they kind of butched it up in this version by making the screen real tiny, which is kind of weird. I mean, with this kind of arcade game, the screen doesn't have to be huge, but still, it's kind of eh. So I don't see anything like this. She's doing the thank you as such. This is, by the way, a game you really want a joypad for. On the touchpad, this is not very... Ooh, a bit too far. Not a lot of fun to play. Your thumb will hurt very fast. And because there is no auto fire, of course, it's just very uncomfortable on the touchpad. I hate it when they do this. the final bit of these levels. Especially if you can't aim. Oh my goodness. There we go. Ugh. I don't know, I never noticed that the hitbox was a big issue in this version. Whoa, those bullets went flying. Holy crap. Let's try it. Usually this is a mistake when I do this. That was the mistake. Because now we are game over because my final ship is up there. Wow, 47%. Yeah, I don't think like every time that a bullet destroys me, it's pretty much on point, I think. Never really noticed that that those were unfair. Like the bullets flying might be unfair. But it's mostly just me being really bad at these kind of games, I think. I do like the, still, you know, like one of the, oh crap, one of the better design points of such an early game. Ah, come on, I thought you had me. Like the little abduction mechanic in this game, I really like that risk-reward system that they had in place in such an early game, really. I mean, when was Galaga? Also 82? Okay, so maybe the hitbox is a bit... That bullet seemed to be a bit on the right there, but oh well. Bosconian, I never actually played, I don't think. Doesn't ring a bell. Let's give it another try, but let's put Chorizo a bit on the side here. Yeah, very true. Oh, 81. 81 it is. Yeah, these games are older than me, still. Just a little, but still. Can't say that to a whole lot of games anymore. Hey there, Loud Machine. How are you today? How'd I miss him? Well, killed one of them. Oh, dang. Good to hear, man. Let me see. Oh, wow. They really outed it out for me. Dang. Almost every CDI came out before I was born. Yeah. Solar Crusade, for those who don't know, is the final CDI in Europe to be officially released as a game. By that point, the system wasn't even owned by Philips anymore, but by Infogrames. I think it came out in 1998. Which, if you can find that game, do grab it, because there's not a whole lot of them, as you might imagine. It's a quite rare game, and for some CDI collectors, seen as the Holy Grail. Although nowadays, There's quite a lot of holy grails when it comes to CDI collecting, I think. It's one of those really cool things about collecting for CDI, because it was such an open format. Wow. You know, much like VHS or DVD, there wasn't really like what is official, what is not. Oh, 1999 even. Wow, I think the box says 1998. Dang. But yeah, because of the CDI is such an open format, there's a lot of like titles out there that were not like official. But you know, if you still find them now, it's really cool. And because of that, they are still really found quite regularly, because a lot of CDI titles were also developed in-house for organizations, for example, for training materials. Like you had the training VHSs, later on you had DVDs, but some companies opted into Philips marketing strategies and they got themselves a nice CDI system. So they developed marketing materials and in-house instruction materials on CDI format, and those were used well past the year 2000. So you can still find them occasionally. And then there is the world of hardware, of course. It's not like Philips was the only person or the only company who made CDI systems. There were other companies who made them as well. Not a whole lot, because obviously it wasn't as successful. But there are some out there. Most famously, of course, is the Sony Discman. The Intelligent Discman, I think they called it. So, you know, technically speaking, Sony's first game console, if you want to see CDI as a gaming system. Which, you know, arguably you shouldn't, but still, if you want, if thou must, huh? Then CDI is also Sony's first system. If you want to go even further, then the Intelligent Discman was Sony's first portable system. We should be able, right? Because there's one more, it shouldn't be too hard. Oh! Wait, because then they fly off. You bastard, I forgot about that. Why don't we just move on? Why don't we? We've seen enough of this game. It's yeah, that's I was on the last ship. Well, shows what I know. So yeah, turns out that the little chomp that was taken out on the disc did not matter. It still works just fine. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun one to sell. This works fine, but someone took a bite out of it. That's never seen that. Anyway, well, kinda it is, right? A lot of the technique that a lot of techniques that went into CDI were later repurposed on the PlayStation. So in a way, like seeing the CDI as a precursor to the PlayStation and such in a way to the PSP, it would not be complete clickbait, I guess. Limousine, I'm using this controller here. It's for CDI, it's by far my favorite controller. There is another one which is more of a Gravis-like controller. But I like the D-pad much more on this one. So this one we have. Anyway, we're trying out some arcade conversions. Now, have you ever seen this one? Because this is also a fairly late game, when the CDI was basically at death's door. And this is from the guys The spoon is not the best CDI controller. Well, you can eat your porridge whilst you're playing the games, that's for sure. But it's it is comfortable. It is very comfortable to actually have the spoon for like those things you have to look up stuff on, the encyclopedias and such. There it's actually not that bad. But anyway, this is from the guys who also made The Apprentice, Daimo's Quest. So this is Golden Oldies number 2. It has 2 games on it, and it's recreations of arcade games, as you might expect. This one has, I think, yeah, Defender and Space Invaders clones on here. Not sure if you can see that. Yeah, there we go. But let me tell you, by this point, I think this came out in 1997. They just gave up. They just gave up, and it is such a shame. You will see, like the manual. This is the manual. It's the same as the back. The disc has not, as you can see, Philips had already gotten out of the game, so they're not even on the disc anymore. This is just a solo release. But anyway, let's pop it in and see what we can find. But again, they did not try anymore, and it's a stark contrast with their earlier works, which were awesome. Some of the best games on CDI. And then they decided to milk it one more time. There's not even a bumper, as you can see. There's just the menu just pops up. It doesn't even say who made it. Nothing. Just select your game. Okay, let's go for Guardian, I suppose. Some nice music. They were known for their music, by the way. They had some great music. But unfortunately, this does not last into the game. So let's just start. And you will see another similarity from one of their earlier games. Because yeah, this HUD, it looks really familiar. Autofire I like. That's nice. But yeah, this is basically Defender in a new coat of paint. And I died because I flew into him. I should not kamikaze. Oh, and I'm dead again. Awesome. I should not be as fast. Yeah, this is pretty much repurposed from Steel Machine, I'm sure. The HUD looks so much the same. But unfortunately, where Steel Machine had the option of awesome music in the levels, here there's just nothing, no music, only in the menu, which we get to already. Yeah, Steel Machine is super tough, but this one is also really hard. And here we have the high score table, which I guess is here. But for some reason you can't actually get to it if you want to start the game. Let's see. I never talked about Alien Gate. It's not my favorite. It's also from these guys, by the way, but it's very basic. It's a very basic shooter. Alien Gate. It's okay, but meh. Hey there, Bulla. Hope you are doing well today. And how is it? Whoa! What killed me? How is that Bluetooth dongle thing? It said, does it work well on CDI? I mean, I've never had... Are you kidding me? I never had to use one because I... Do I have all the controllers? Do I have all the controllers? Is there any of the controllers I don't have? I'm thinking. I think I pretty much have them all. Yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird that these guys were making such awesome games for CDI, and then at the tail end they just make this. It's just like, wow, where did all the effort go, guys? Come on, you were making such amazing games. Let's see if I can actually get to level 2, because I should be able to, but well, not by shooting my own folks. I can't see anything on the radar because the light is shining into my eyes, and it's basically making all the blips invisible. It is a bit tough. Man, come on, Seb, level 2. You can do it. And this is saved in memory, by the way, the score table. Like, wow, thanks guys. I think it takes up 1% of the CDI's memory. Okay, let's see if I can focus a bit. There we go. And I think there is some of the humor, like if you look at something like Alien Gate, the levels have all kind of silly names and such, and that kind of vibe is still somewhat in this game. Who killed me? A bullet? Didn't even see that. Because if you go to different levels, then they do say small bits and such. But yeah, where Alien Gate was a very early game, and it was kind of expected, you know, to have a basic game. Here there is just no excuse. There is no excuse for them to make this. It's kind of insulting that people need to spend money on this. Man, I keep flying into them bullets. Let's try that out, I suppose. No, I do not have bombs. I think if I remember correctly. Oh wait, there was something. Where is that the warp? Let's see what happens if we kill all the peoples. Surely there must be a way for me to lose, and I'm really good at that. Two more, I think. What happened? Well, the planet did explode, I guess. And it's... Oh yeah, you do have a bomb. Yeah, so they do have attention for detail, and it's also something that they kinda were known for in their earlier editions. It's just like this. What this feels like is like they had some demos laying around, and they just decided, let's just put it on a CD and throw it out there. People will buy it because there's nothing else anymore. Because remember, in The Apprentice, there is also a little Easter egg invaders game. So, you know, they have eye for details. You can't argue that they were probably, at the day, the most skilled developers for CDI, just pushing out the most fun games, honestly, and just technically quite advanced as well. Let's try out invaders here. Not even music, huh, guys? Not even music. What are we even looking at? What the heck is that? Anyway, yeah, here they just skipped out music as well. And welcome to the stock sound effects. Oh boy. Kind of reminds me of Rest in Pieces, Mystic Midway, with those stock sound effects. Game's over, lad! Oh my goodness. No score table, huh? And they sold this. I don't know for how much. I don't think it was advertised in the magazines. I do have the magazines. Man, this is not good. This is not good. How are you supposed to avoid that so fast? Okay, I'll admit I flew right into that one. Yeah, I'm afraid it was. Knowing back then, like these kind of games were probably at the cheapest 30 guilders, but new releases for CDI tended to be more towards the 80 guilders. I'm afraid, with some exceptions going way over 100 even. But those were mostly like the big encyclopedias and such. Like the medical encyclopedia and such was, I think, 150 guilders or something. Couldn't even play games on it. I tried. Did have a cool little thing to explore the human body, I think, on it. Hey there, Techno Sufi. Ooh, they do have the UFO in here as well. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel when it comes to CDI gaming. Don't think CDI is complete crap by just seeing these games. These are some of the last games released on the system by... Wait, I'm not really selling it well now, but by some of the people who actually knew how to best use the system to its best capabilities and make the most awesome games. But then they figured, we're done. We're done. And they didn't put any effort in it. Again, I think what happened here is that they just had a couple of demos laying around and CDI was dead, and they figured, let's just push that out there, polish it up a bit. Because another game by these guys that is kind of the same in that regard is Accelerator, which was a little project that I think, if the story, if I remember it correctly, was a little project by an intern, and they were impressed by it, and they just figured, let's just sell it now, and it's out there, and it's a game. It's not the best racing game out there, but it's okay-ish. Solar Crusade is the last game officially released for sure. And it's a pretty decent... If you like Chaos Control, the prequel to it, then it's a really fun game. Anyway, let's head over for another game, because this game. But yeah, not many people know about this, but it is kind of cool. And they thought, they also figured, this is cool, this is making money, guys. So how about we make a second one? You can't make this shit up. So this is Golden Oldies number 2. This time with Centipede. And I think this is supposed to be Arkanoid, so not Breakout, which you might which you might expect. And they actually made this disc slightly shiny, which you know, it's nice. There's a little more effort there. Who knows? Let's see if they actually improved somewhat. Don't get your hopes up. There again, no bumper, nothing, just Bug Hunt and Blockbuster. Even those names, they are not very inspired, are they? Bug Hunt. And just a shame also that they didn't even bother to make music for it, because they had such good music on the system, man. And here it just feels like whatever they had left on the discs, they just put it out there and didn't do much polishing. I mean, I can't really blame them, but at the same time, they kind of sold this. Yeah, I did not buy it new. And I'm glad I didn't. There were other CDIs I wasn't too happy about getting. Look how current this is. I mean, centipede? Or is it more like millipede? I never can keep them apart. It's a big spider. How far can we go up? No, we cannot go further up. Which you're not supposed to, but it's kind of confusing me that the entire screen is green. Yeah, these sounds do suck. I agree. It's just very stock sound. Wow, that hit detection on that spider was way off. Just plopping some shrooms. I mean, compared to the previous two games, that hit detection, whoa. It's at least more playable. But that doesn't make it fun. Oh wow, we did a level change. Now we are in bright green. Awesome. Oh crap! Yeah, they plop shrooms when they die. Yeah, another example. Very Lucky Luke. Lucky Luke is another example they made. Awesome little game. Well, it's annoyingly difficult. It's super difficult, but it looks absolutely fantastic. Beautiful music, just great design, and then they have this. No high score table again, huh? Couldn't be bothered, I suppose. Let's move on, because that one is not fun. Yeah, I'm not sure what we're shooting there. I have no clue. It's undisclosed. I'm really showing off the RGB output here, huh, guys? It's some absolute banger of games. Let's do some blockbusting. Good grief. It has a demo! And it has music. Let's listen to the music a bit. Don't recognize it, so it's not reused. Oh, so that's how the score table comes up. You just wait a bit. Yeah, Bolomon. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have Burner anymore. But you can make sure you can make your own video CDs and photo CDs. Yeah, it's just basically a video CD player, isn't it? As long as you have the DVC, you can make some pretty good video CDs, especially if you make use not too compressed. You can make some nice looking video CDs that really are just a step below DVDs. And also when you look at commercial VCDs, it can vary wildly. I remember there being so much like debate in the magazines. Like a lot of VCDs back then. I remember in the magazines there was a lot of mail in, like, wow, you never put how poor the quality actually is, because there was no real standard yet. So different companies use different compression methods, and some just looked absolutely terrible. I'm not even talking about the bootleg things and such. It was just in general, you had good video CDs and you had poor video CDs. Do you have to make, for video CD, do you have to make a... I think you can just use any VCD, right? But yeah, let's try this game out. If it works. Where's my cursor? Where's my cursor? Oh, it was on exit. But why was it invisible? One of the most hilarious things I remember in the magazines was I was actually reading up on in the magazines for the 7 guest video I was making, and I was seeing if they mailed in like problems on the 7 guests. I was curious. I remember there was one, but it was quite late. Oh boy. But what was hilarious was that there was one mail in that was complaining about not being any porn on the CDI. When was the porn coming? And literally, yeah, you're right. They didn't even bother to change. They didn't even bother to make original music there. They just, Arkanoid works. But literally, the month after that person complained about where's the porn, one producer mailed in, like, what are you talking about? We've already got 13, 13 titles. And what was most hilarious was that letter from the porn producer, who made 13 CDI porn titles already and 9 VCDs. That was put right next to a letter from a I think a 12-year-old something, asking why his daddy wouldn't allow him to play the 7th guest. That CDI magazine, man, it was something else. But yeah, of course there was a lot of porn, but finding that was probably pretty hard, because that stuff is really freaking rare. I think that I'm not talking about the official The Joy of Sex, because, you know, that's more of an official one. But of course that publisher was like more of a shady, unofficial guy. So kind of curious. Somewhere there were 13 CDI titles released by that company. Good luck finding those. Now this from the games we've played so far, this definitely plays the best. This is probably one that you were, maybe you would play better with the mouse. Let me actually see if I switch the switch thing. Does that? Oh yeah, there's a lot. Now we're molasses, and now it's the left selection. This seems okay. Yeah, this is okay. This is not offensive as a game. That they stole the Arkanoid music is a bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, right, yeah, and like Arkanoid as well, you have to go to the side. Ah, crap. And we're already dead. Yeah, this sounds like their music. Yeah, you're right. This is like the same as level 2 in Arkanoid as well. This game probably works much better with... this game has 3 music tracks, well, and the Arkanoid thingy. Huh. They really put it all in this one. I kind of want to try this one with the mouse sometime. Why are you doing this game? Bubble Bobble, yeah, Bubble Bobble is an awesome game. Love Bubble Bobble. Even though, you know, every time someone mentions this, you've got that stupid tune in your head. So thank you very much for that. But it's an amazing game. Love that, and I have fond memories of that because I played through Bubble Bobble with my grandmother on the NES. Cool stuff. You know, even though she was full with arthritis in her hands, she still tried to play some games at times, you know, because I like games, so she tried it too. Let's try the demo, and whilst the demo is running, I think I will try and grab the mouse real quick, because I'm kind of curious how this plays with the mouse. So, just a moment. Alright, here we are with the mouse. Let's see how that does. Because I think this might be pretty good. Let's get the pad out, the mouse, and then see if Rizzo is would be so kind to actually move. Yeah, because the way CDI works is basically everything is mouse cursor based. What the controller does is just make relative mouse movements. That's also the switch on the controller. It just says like make so far like a DPI switch, as it were. But then it translates that in a digital pad thing, and that of course is it's not so precise. But the mouse should make this game much more enjoyable. Although we tried this with Wacky Bubble and that didn't work at all for some reason. So I'm curious. I'm curious. Well, the mouse pointer works okay, so that's a good sign. And let's go to start. Yeah, this, I mean, there is a bit of delay, CDI delay as per usual, but... No, Grizo! You can't lay on top. Oh no! Yeah, it's basically always looking for like the cursor input, and you know the controller just makes it digital. Like how many steps do you want per press of the button? And yeah, this is great. So you know, any game where there is some kind of analog control or just a pointer. Yeah, we can move to the next level. Sweet. Every game that has a pointer, generally speaking. Did we skip a level, a couple of levels? It's generally speaking a lot nicer with the mouse. But you know, you still don't need you don't have to suck like I do. But yeah, Thunder in Paradise, for example, I happily played with the mouse. It made it like super easy. But other games obviously make less sense with the mouse. Like, don't play Dragon's Lair with the mouse. That's just asking for issues. Dragon's Lair is pretty hard in general. Did not really deserve to live there, I suppose. Do the grey ones respawn? Is that a thing in Arkanoid? Another game that really works well with the mouse that I learned through Gameplay and Talk, Austin, is Rest in Pieces, Mystic Midway. It plays really nice with the mouse. How did I miss that one? Because also you have there the control on the screen. It does move a bit slower than the controller, which can be an issue, but it's just a bit more reliable. Not having a cat near you is also very much advisable. But yeah, that is probably the best of the games for Golden Oldies series. They never made a third one. Can't imagine why. But yeah, they were not proud of it. I'm not sure why the mouse cursor keeps disappearing whenever the thing comes up. They were not proud of this one at all because there's just so little flair added to the game. I do think, but I don't remember this, but I need to look that up at some point. I do think there are some, like, cheat codes or some things you can actually do Easter eggs with these games, but I don't know them anymore, so I can't show them off. But yeah, even if you hit exit, normally you get, like, credits here. Nah. Puts you just straight to the screen, and yeah, the signal gets lost a bit because you know the capture is looking for something which it doesn't have. But yeah, not even credits, so they didn't even put their name on it. Yeah, this feels like such a rushed little job, which is a shame because these guys did make some of the most amazing games on CDI. Yeah, just chest out that worked with the... It's not your mouse. Rizzo has got a mouse. But I wanted the joypad again. Does these joypads actually have names? I don't know. How did this happen? Don't you just hate cables? It doesn't matter what you do, they will always find a way to get tangled up. There we go. The reason why I'm actually shutting down the CDI is I am not sure if it's safe to plug this one in and out. with the power on. I just don't know, so probably best to not risk that, huh? Anyway, how about a game of Pac Panic? That's a pretty decent little arcade game. It did come out on the arcade, right? Pac Panic, but it was, what was it called? It had a different name. I don't know. Yeah, it comes in a little slip cover. I think this was more the case in the US where they had these kind of coverings. There was no arcade version. I thought that was also in the arcade. Hack Attack, that was the name I was thinking of, yeah, but I know there is a Mega Drive version, a Super Nintendo version. I think also for the Game Gear? Okay. But there was also an arcade game, but oh well. Nice little cool Pac-Man thing. Ah, so it was like a conversion from another arcade game, and they just slapped the Pac-Man license on it. Cosmo Gang. Is that what I was thinking of? Not, because I was thinking like it had something to do with the arcades, right? Where's my mouse? Did you steal my other mouse? Stealing all the mice. I've never tried the Genesis version. I never tried any other version in general. But this version is it plays pretty good, and another one of those rare examples that has two-player simultaneous play on CDI. So you know it's kind of neat in that regard. Oh, I should turn on the system, shouldn't I? That helps. Because yeah, CDI doesn't have too many games, unfortunately, where you can play with two players, and you know, that's always fun. It's also always an issue when you had your friends over. If you wanted to play some games, CDI was usually the last suspect, because, well, there's nothing you can actually play together. Oh man, the Point Blank games. Those are, man, I haven't played those in age. I never owned those, but my cousin owned the gun and Time Crites and all that. But Point Blank he also had, and yeah, such a like just fun game. Yeah, the music in this is pretty decent, I think. They did a nice job on Pac Panic, the music on CDI. Although it gets repetitive fairly quickly, unfortunately. And there is basically no text in this game. Everything is icon based, is I think what I want to say. I think this is two-player, this is the puzzle mode, and this is the arcade mode, or whatever you're supposed to name it. And this is the difficulty setting, I guess. I've never been good at this game. It's kind of hard, I find, to... And I haven't played this in ages. I kind of like what it does, but it's just difficult. I don't know, it's kind of hard to get your head wrapped around how the Pac-Mans actually work. I think you can also make lines, right? Sure enough, you can. I think this is eating everything, right? Yeah. So far so good. So far so good. And yeah, this is the music. As I say, it gets repetitive real quick. Why did I do that? But it's not bad. What happened again if you have the power bar full? I don't remember. Maybe a bit more crunchy, knowing the Mega Drive. Was this game also released on the Jaguar? Is that something that happened? Yeah, I need to clear some lines here. That's what I need to do. Not like this, I don't. Jeez. Oh, on GBA as well, huh? Cool. Yeah, it's usually on the Mega Drive Genesis. The sound tends to be a bit crunchy. Well, I say crunchy, but you know, it's a bit distorted sometimes, which it doesn't have to be. It's just it's a different beast. To make good use of that that sound chip. But when they do, man, do they make some excellent music. Oh crap, that wasn't what I wanted. So if I put this here and then this here, it should hit those, right? Yeah, look at that. Look at that! Oh wow, we're already moving quite fast, huh? Oh, I was trying if button 2 actually does the... turn it the other way, and it doesn't. So that's good to know. Oh, awesome. Yeah, there's quite a few little games that people have no idea of that they actually came out on CDI, and it's actually a pretty good version of the game. Plays really well, and CDI, you know, could have used such games before. Because this is also pretty late release, especially in the US. Probably one of the last games that came out for it. Same with Arcade Classics, probably came around the same time, and in that regard, this one was actually a good one, and Arcade Classics, not so much. I mean, it was okay. And yeah, were there more games like this, were there more developers also, or publishers that were behind it, maybe things would have turned out a bit nicer for CDI. Because it is possible to have a decent-ish game on it. You just need decent developers. What the heck is a fairy do again? Oh, it just gets rid of all the things? Oh, only the ghosts, huh? So it's also kind of ironic that the best games tended to come from people that were not directly involved with CDI, because the people who worked on CDI they didn't really care about games. And unfortunately, those who did weren't really involved much with games, or they just went on to greener pastures very fast. But yeah, you do have games like The Seventh Guest, like Pack Attack, like well, Pack Attack, Pack Panic. Now I'm confused with the name. And of course, The Apprentice and those games. And for what it's worth, Hotel Mario. Still say that's a good game. Like, unironically, a good game. You have a pass? You do have a pass. Oh, even a pass. Micro Machine is also a pretty good game. The issue with Micro Machines is just that it's a bit slow, which with Micro Machines isn't the worst issue out there. And once you... There is no continuous system. Well, there is, but once your 3 lives are up, then it's back to the beginning. And because it's so slow and every race taking so long, that makes it very, very tedious to go through the whole game again. But when you play it now and then, it's a really fun game. Works well enough. But yeah, with the remote thing, that's probably not your best experience for sure. The remote isn't very good for games. Well, at least not action games. Yeah, I need to check out the Genesis version, see what that sounds like. I'm making a mess of things here now. A lot of mess. Let's go, eat, eat. That doesn't help me much, does it? Nope. I think I might be dead here. Yeah, this is the issue with Pack Panic. It's super hard to recover. Original cartridge musics have their own kind of what do you call it? Like charm to them. It's also something like personally, I really prefer, for example, also the old PlayStation music, like as in a whole, compared to what we have now. Like PlayStation was this unique design vision where you had music that sounded like old game music, but with more instrumentation. And you got some really weird compositions that are somewhere in between like old chip sounds and orchestral music. And I personally love that kind of stuff. And also, you know, older SID music I really enjoy. Whenever you put something in SID tunes, I tend to like it more than the normal thing. It's weird how we can be attracted to such things, and also some NES chip usage, because it varies like so much what people made on those different chips as well. How they use those chips. Like, I love the Tim Foley stuff on the NES. Such a great cool little use of that chip, where he made amazingly long and diverse tracks. Yeah, that's true. I think that's called XA music on the PS1. Wait, are we? Oh, I did not press the button, did I? Oh, it's the demo. Let's try out the puzzle mode. Puzzle mode. I guess this is difficulty as well. Let's go for the happy face. Easy is good. It's kind of annoying. Probably need to read the manual on what that stuff actually means. I remember, you only have like the 5 Pac-Man. And you need to complete the level within those. Oh no, I messed up. I messed up big time there. Dang. But you might be able to recover this. Why did I do that? Level 1, and Seb makes it all too complicated already. Jeez. Grizo, what are you doing? What are you doing, Grizo? But I think we salvaged it, maybe? We did not. Hopefully nothing stupid comes up now. There we go. Ah, yeah, you get the little animation thing. Yeah, sweating, level 1. What do you want? What do you want, Grizo? I'm not sure if the blocks that drop are random. If they are, then you have to be a bit lucky in what you get, I suppose. No, not on the keyboard. You already did that. Yeah, because now we are already done. But, you know, it could be just as well that you have to wait for some Pac-Mans to roll, and first they get a bunch of crap blocks. Now he looks all smug. You want a kiss? Or if you get a bunch of non-blocks right now, it would be disastrous. But the game is nice, actually, and really nice. Holy crap. Couldn't be any better. That's a weird kind of password system, by the way. Only 3 letters. You would imagine that just filling in... That was the key thing then, by the way. Just filling in random keys would get you somewhere, right? New level? Did the background change? Yeah, like Peck. That probably would get you somewhere, doesn't it? Should. Man, we are not lucky with the packs. Nope. So yeah, now I don't know if it's just bad luck or if this is like just the puzzle aspect in general of the game. Uh-oh, Rizzo is angry about something. He's doing a complaint. Again, game, you can't do this to me. Although this one I could have avoided by placing my different, the previous one different. But you know, you didn't know what's coming. But we're still in the end. I'm kind of curious now if this is if the blocks are random or are predefined, because that would make a lot of difference here. But yeah, this is puzzle mode. Pretty cool game. Yeah, I like Pack Attack. Or was this Pack Panic? It was Pack Panic, right? I keep messing up the names now that I know that Pack Attack was also a thing. Let's try and enter Pack. See if what. I think vowels are maybe even removed because I don't think there was any vowels in the letters before. So I think Pack isn't even possible, funnily enough. Let's see. Which would, yeah, no vowels. Except for the Y for some reason. That's so weird. Nah, I guess that's not correct, huh? Oh well. So open the door. So another thing I wanted to quickly try out, if you would guys would permit me. Yeah, oh, that would be funny if my initials would be. But I did also dig out the PS2 I got fairly recently, and I just wanted to check it out if it was working at all. So, you know, how about we check out if it does with some more arcadey games, or supposed arcadey games, because I found this, which I had not heard of. Arcade 30 games action. A little knockoff thing for arcade games. It looks absolutely terrible. So, absolutely my thing. And yeah, indeed. Whenever you see this logo on a PS2 box, run very fast, very far. Anyway, to make this happen, I should close you up and shut you down. Start up the PS2. However, I'm not sure if this one is going to work. Out of there. Because this disc is not. It's actually a little freebie in this box I saw. So, you know, this is just. I got this PS2 recently. I have another PS2. I got a bunch of PS2s. I'm not sure how well this one works. So, you know, that's one way. The disc drive seems a bit wonky. Like it's not gliding very well, but you know, it opens. But these discs, I had a quick glance at them, and Let me tell you, if I can see scratches on a disc, usually that's a bad sign. And there's a freebie in this one. There is also in here, what's this called? Supercore Tennis, yeah. Pro Tournament. A Namco Tennis game, which I don't have, but again, I don't suspect this one to work because it's quite banged up. Not sure if you can see it on the in the light there, but yeah, I'm not sure what they did with it, but we can give that a try, I suppose. But of course this one, and this one also has some really nasty scratches on it. So I hope it works, but I'm kind of doubtful. And it's a blue disc. Blue discs tend to be a bit of a gamble in general with PS2s you don't know yet. Anyway, before we head there, I need to set the different source now. Please. We are done with HDMI. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, I don't doubt it. Phoenix Games, I don't think they had the money for actual DVDs. All those games are well, I'm saying that, but most of those did have a lot of video content, didn't it? Yeah, so even those awful things. Did I? Yeah, I deactivated the source. Now I go to the different source, the component, and set it to the component. And usually my audio starts crapping out at some point there, but we'll see what happens. And make it visible. There we are. PS2, at least it has picture. Let's see what happens. And hopefully the PS2 works well, and we can play some more PS2 games as well. Because, you know, love some PS2. And for most earlier games, it was something I was afraid of there. It doesn't even give the normal PS2 screen. Because PS2 has a where the screen turns red, right? Like insert game disc. It does load something. Like it looks like it's loading the DVD loader of all things. But yeah, for the earlier games like the NES, I will probably use the Mister and such. But there we go. The sign of disastrous disappointment. It's making a lot of noise. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work. Also, this disc came with the system, so maybe the system actually destroyed the disc. Who knows? Do you want to continue without saving? Yeah, sure. Okay. Would you like to disable autosave feature? Yeah, we don't need that. Yeah, it's struggling. It's struggling a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't work at all, because as you saw, that this game has a lot of scratches. This disc probably needs to get resurfaced. For which I do not have the equipment for, but you know, there's probably some more games that I have that can use it, because PS1 and PS2 in particular, when you get those secondhand, they I don't know what kids did with those discs, man, but again, if I can see the scratches, then it's usually bad news. Yeah, let's give it one more try. And if it doesn't get it then we just move on to the next one. See if the tennis game holds up better, but that one I also don't hold much hope for. It's not gonna load again, right? Nope. No, this one is dead. This one needs a good resurfacing, that's for sure. Whoa, 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 whoa. As I say, that drive needs a bit of work as well. Let's see. I think I have a PS2. My original PS2 has a hard drive in it. I think nowadays it's pretty nice. Although it's probably an EDA hard drive in there. Nowadays you can put in SATA hard drives in PS2s for some actual fast loading and of course big drives. So that might be worth investigating as well. Yeah, FreeMacBoot is the name, huh? Hey, we actually have something. That's nice. Or if it's is it loading indefinitely? Oh, here we are. Oh, this one actually has progressive scan. That would be nice, but it would probably mess up the interlacing. Let's. I did not select any, but yeah, let's keep it on 50 hertz for now. Start game anyway. Yes, please. Because I'm pretty sure on 60 hertz and the deinterlacing is just gonna look terrible. Here we are. Wow, I'm kind of surprised it actually loads. Huh. Does this, no, Namco didn't do the arcade games in the intro things anymore, huh? Why are you playing through my speaker? And not my headset? What the heck, game? Oh, that's why. Huh. There we go. Huh. Weird. Oh, are we getting stuck anyway? Well, skip the scene then. I've never played this game. Also not the first one. Not a big tennis player. Game player anyway. But, you know, might as well test this one out. See if it works. And apparently it does. But it wasn't the main thing I wanted to look at. So we won't stick to this one for long. Yeah, it's kind of interesting that it is a Namco game again, yeah. Oh, it doesn't sound good. Doing the I don't know where to go thing again. Yeah, I think we're getting stuck anyway. The person who had these games before, I think they didn't care too much for the games. Luckily, guys, I came prepared. Because, as I said, this wasn't the I didn't really plan on this tennis game anyway. And I was afraid that this one would not work because it was so scratched up. So, I did look for something to have as a alternative for if it didn't work and the PS2 would work, and that is this little collection over here. This is I did not know there were unofficial PS2 games, but this one is 100% unofficial. This is Max Play 1. Maybe there's more, and it has 10 games on it. And this is so unofficial that it doesn't have the official blue disc. I mean, it is blue, but it is a different kind of blue. I have no clue where this came from. It was in my collection. Not sure when I picked it up, but this disc looks okay. Some blemishes, nothing serious. So I'm pretty sure this one will work. Stop eating my hand, game system. Jeez. Oh, is it? A GBA emulator on the PS2. Alright, so this is going to be pretty right up my alley, I suppose. It does. It has a ROM of Metro Prime Fusion on it. That is nuts. How was this sold? I don't know, because I know nothing about this disc. I don't know where it came from. From the looks of it, it looks to be a game from the UK. But I know nothing of it. So these are the different games, I suppose. Oh boy, another Invaders, huh? Well, let's start at the beginning, I guess. Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter X. Oh, yeah, I see. Sorry about it. I hear it, but it's not coming through on OBS for some reason, which is something that it usually does. Just a moment. Usually what happens is I just need to put it in. Let me just disable it for a bit and enable it again. Usually it just needs a bit of fiddling with the source, and then eventually it starts accepting the audio. I'm not sure why it does that. It is an old card after all. It was working before. Or did it? Yeah, those graphics look amazing. MS Paint got some good mileage out of that one. Or did I mess it up by using this? Nope, still nothing. How's that possible? Why are you not giving us audio game? It has the... Where's component? Yeah, set to monitor and output. Let's just reset that. How was this published? Like, was there a specific store this was sold in, or was this like mail order? There we go. Oh, okay. It was a setting that I messed up. Like, how could you get this game? It was sold in stores, huh? So odd. It's also an Xbox version. Now my own audio is kinda too quiet. Well, not that we're missing much with this amazing music here. Restart high score? No, let's main menu, let's start. So these are all homebrew GBA games. Could be interesting. I mean, what do we want? Kill enemy bullets? I don't know. Do big blasts. It sounds fun. Wow. Luckily, there's auto fire. Give me all the money. This looks like early Flash games. There's no sound effects at all even. You can even shoot the lettering. That's kind of cool. That's a neat little design thing. I'm easily amused. But yeah, I'm suspecting that even I will have very little amusement out of this particular game. Which is why they included 10 of the things. Wow, your ship moves really slow. Oh, we got a different weapon. We can take a piss. Huh. Oh, and we have spread shot. Spread shot's cool. Yeah, that's kind of weird that why is the controller overlay? That looks so weird. Why have this big ass overlay in general? Looks a bit ugly. Is this a boss? Probably should use the other weapon then, shouldn't I? And where's my bomb thing? Oh wow, the bomb thing does some damage, I suppose. Well, this is kind of boring. Oh wow, that is very garish looking. Yeah, let's try out a different game. If I pause, how do you? Don't tell me you have to reset the whole thing. Oh, L2 and R2 are. Yeah, let's go. At least they were kind enough to include that. That one was not so much fun. Chopper 2. Chopper 2. Stealth Studio. Sorry about that. Whenever Griezer decides to go out of the room for a bit, he opens the door and it just It just gets chilly real fast. Yeah, Choplifter would be cool. Chopper 2, the return. Wow, very cool naming convention there, guys. Is it like a save slot? Yeah, wow. Going all out in this, huh? Arcade, I guess, because high scores don't sound like a whole lot of fun. Episode? Clover? Level? Wow, this one looks a bit more involved. Wait, what? Oh, don't tell me. Oh, is this like the Chopper game? Is this like why it's Chopper 2? Is this... No? How do you... Oh, you need to keep it pressed. Okay, not like the Chopper game, you had to rapidly fire, and here you have to keep it pressed down. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for Choplifter or something like that, and having the different levels gave me kind of hope. Yeah, it's like Flappy Bird. One of the first videos ever on my channel was me playing some Chopper, or the Chopper game, with some updates or whatever, I don't know. But it was a fun game, yeah. The Chopper game was good entertainment back then. I guess it still is. I mean, it's kind of the point of the whole Flappy Bird and such. They are just minor games and they are super addicting. But yeah, we know. But what's with the different levels though? I'm kind of curious. Do I want to try and get to level 2 and see if there's anything there? Kind of, but probably not worth my time. I should know better. Yeah, let's just not. It's probably just the same thing over and over again. Loop the loop. Sounds like fun. These pictures though. Oh my goodness, this picture didn't do it any better. Holy crap. This has such early 2000 Flash vibe. Everything about it, basically. Kinda love it. What's this? Ooh, actual options. Statistic page. I only want to laugh at the options because they're not there. No. I'm a beginner. What's this? Run into fruit to collect them. Okay. Draw a loop around enemies to kill them. Okay. By looping a bomb. So it's kind of like Snake. But you loop. Oh, why is it rectangle there? That is... I mean, this has 10 games. Golden Oldies only has the 2 games. So in that regard, it already wins. I wouldn't really advise either, I think. Where am I? Why is it rectangle there? That looks so weird. And with the looping feature here, it's not... Maybe I'm missing something, but it doesn't look very hard. That's true, Sonic Frontiers has a loop thing where you can spin around enemies. They stole it from this game, I tell ya. I have not played Sonic Frontiers, but that game looks like a good game in a year after they worked out all the bugs. Yeah, this is riveting gameplay. Ooh, I actually run into him. Wow, what a fantastic game. Fantastic game. Love the art though. Invaders. Hey, different music. Look at that. From above. It doesn't even match the title on the main menu. Oh, this is a bit slow. The other invaders was much faster and they were more aggressive, so maybe this is the better version. That's true. Yeah, invaders from above. It's like the subtitle is just on the main title of the game. The title is on the menu screen. Even the music is just, you know, such early 2000s. Newground stuff. And to be fair, there were some awesome games we all spent time on there. Yeah, but that was not so great. Dragon Tiles 3. So this is the third one in the series, guys, so it has to be awesome, right? Red 5 Interactive. Or is this just because whenever there's Dragon and especially Tiles, whenever it comes to Famiclones and such, it's Mahjong. How's this? Nope, it's a freaking sliding puzzle. Are you kidding me? Yeah, can you imagine getting this for your birthday or for Christmas? So, you only have the one sliding puzzle. One. Just one image. And that's your whole game. Basically just a kind of a demo. How much shuffling do you need to do? Jeez. Yeah, I'm not doing a sliding game. I hate those things. Proxima. At least that name is cool. Kind of different. Animations. Fireworks. Look at that. Ooh. Let's shoot them up. Yeah. The interlacing does not like this setting, that's for sure. But let's see what we have here. That can happen sometimes, where the interlacing, especially the sprite brace things, they tend to like the retro line doubling setting for the interlacing, and this now looks crap, and that's probably with the what's it called, the ADIF. The interlacing, yeah, this looks like Uridium. Yeah, this looks like a Uridium knockoff. Or, I guess, Steel Machine, which is in itself kind of a knockoff of Uridium. But Uridium has parts where you can fly into the ship and get killed. This one, apparently, the things don't hurt you on the ship. Nope. And I've also not seen a landing strip yet, because in Uridium, if you have enough points, you can land the ship and then you can blow it up. And when playing Uridium, I can assure you, in the same time we've been playing now, I've already had about 5 games of Uridium. Because that game is freaking hard. And this game is... this isn't a whole lot of anything, is it? Am I missing something? let's go to another game. I was trying all the buttons, but nothing happened. Pedal Panic. I wonder what this is. Ooh, different music again. And I gotta admit, kinda dig the font here. Or at least the coloration of it. Wow, that's a lot of text for such a small game. Just hit the ball, don't get it lost. Just do the things. Oh wait, maybe I should have read it. Who put some maze in Breakout? Oh, this is choppy. What the heck? Whoa, why is it so choppy? What happened? Did we leave the stage? At least it's original in having both sides. Wow, why is it so choppy? It's the power of the PS2, can't handle Breakout, huh? I guess... Oh wait, the pedals are on all sides. Now I see. It's the emotion engine. Yeah, it's making me turn into rage mode. Yeah, this is not fun to play. And now it was smooth. What the heck? Do you have infinite lives? Yeah, this is bad. I mean, I kind of like the concept of having pedals on 4 sides. I think there was a game on the PS Store, which I got at one point. That was also kind of like that, but it didn't play like crap. This was terrible. Jetpack 2. Oh. This looks very basic, but you know, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Again with the choppiness though. Enemies, 1. Name. Indestructible, what the heck? Just... Start? How do we just play? That was back. Start, begin. I'm clicking start, but it's not doing anything. Oh, it's not L2 and R2 together. It's just R2. Oh, okay. Name is what you need to click on. Maybe I should include... Oh, this... Info, destructible, goal game. I don't know what the heck. Start? Now start works. Then why do you put it on the menu where it clearly doesn't work yet? Well... What the heck is this? Oh boy. So, I guess we need to hunt that enemy down. Hi, Grizo. Maybe he's downstairs. Let's check it out. Is the red bar my health? I guess. No, there's games on NetYose that are better than this. the PS1, which has some really cool games on there as well. Wow, that's a big drop, which didn't seem to bother him none. Well, we've reached the center of the Earth, but there's nothing there. Yeah, this is not great. Let's see if there's at least one cool game on here. I don't know, just... There were a amount... Wait, maybe we should... Let's just give it the benefit of the doubt here. There was one game on NetYose that was kind of like this with Gravity. It was so much fun. I'm not sure what it was called, but it had a 2-player mode. Yeah, it was a real nifty game. Let's put it on 4 enemies, see what that does. Let's go on Dusk Hunt. Yeah, that sounds cool. Again, the graphics glitch out a bit, but I'm pretty sure that has to do with the capture. Well, we found an enemy. At least they do the blood spatter. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think I prefer Unreal Tournament to this. Or Worms. Yeah, Worms is cool. Popum? Popum? What's a Popum? Oh wait, in the intro scene there was like a pang thing. This is that, I think. Popum. Not Popum, Popum. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, give me some balls. I keep thinking the thing keeps on screen a bit longer than it actually is. Oh well. I am kind of curious in that as well, because it's clearly not official, but they did make it work on an actual PS2. At least I don't think this one is modded. It doesn't have any signs of it. Superpower shot. Let's start the level 0. Can't even go below, so you know. Collect 4 what? Stars? What's up? What are we doing? Wow, this is really fast. Oh. This can't be all right. Can't fit through the hole. Come on, get in there. How do you go? Is this everything? Is this all? You just collect stars? Man, this is real fiddly. And I'm all the way back here. Man, even level 0 is taking me forever. Yeah, I don't know how you would be able to mess up, because there doesn't seem to be a timer or anything. Only score. There is lives, so I imagine that eventually there would be hazard blocks. Man, why is it... Screw it, I'm gonna bump into this one. That is going to send me all the way across the screen. Of course it doesn't. It only works when you don't want it to. Like that! Yeah, I imagine that later on there will be hazards in the levels. I don't know. And how do you get... Oh my goodness, this is... Wait, the skull is blinking. Why is the skull blinking? Was it blinking before? There we go. So there must be a time limit. Wait, I have 3 hearts, buddy. Can't even pass the first freaking level. Oh. Collect 4 stars. I don't even get how you're supposed to get them. Ah, so now I see, like, the green ball there. So slowly turns to red, I suppose. What is the red things here? Where we're standing next to? Are those maybe bad things? Didn't see anything happening. Yeah, I wish I could, but this thing is so hard to control. It's sending me all over the place. Like, I'm not sure what those things are. They turn green and then they disappear. I think it's basically nothing. Maybe it's just better to just mash and see what happens. Can we get in there? Can we get in there? There we go. Never played Power Shot. Was that much like this? I hope not. I hope that was a bit better. Shouldn't be hard. Look at this. Look at this. We're almost there. Almost there. Just one more star to go, guys. One more star. Oh, come on. We're not gonna make it. Doesn't help that it kind of does random thing where you are pointed towards. Super annoying, this. Well, in fact, I think it just points you to the place where it was almost. Oh, come on. Screw this game. I said screw this game. Oh wait, we are no, that's the wrong way. Go this way. Oh, we're done. How terrible. How absolutely terrible. What a shame. I was having so much fun. God. Yeah. This game sucked. Not going to be my highlight in my collection, that's for sure. But at least we know it works. Stop eating! Can you please stop doing that? There we go. Now you can close. Now you can close. Of course it doesn't. Let's cleanse the palate a bit. Yeah, why of all the things well, we haven't seen the Phoenix game. It might be even worse. Knowing those things. Yeah, let's cleanse the palate a bit with another arcade game. This one actually decent. 1945, parts 1 and 2. This is also a budget game, by the way, but this one looks pretty decent. I'm not good at it, but you don't need to be good at something to have fun with it, right? Speaking of good, some nice little music in the background there. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us in today's stream, The Pirate Game Boy. It was awesome to have you. I won't make it too much longer either, because it's almost 11 here as well, and I'm getting kind of tired as well. So, you know, I'm just gonna have a quick game here, and then probably go quits as well. But, you know, just need to have a bit of fun before we stop at all. And I think for this one, I also want to change my interlacing thing. Because this is also sprite based, which is actually, yeah, that is set correctly. I'm not sure if this is going to work well, because again, we're testing here. But let's try the retro. That usually works well for these kind of sprite-based games. So yeah, this has two games, 1945 and 1945 2. Pretty cool little shoot 'em ups. Not spectacular by any means, but I'm not an expert when it comes to shoot 'em ups in general. So when I can do shooty shoot and stuff blows up in front of me, I'm happy a person. Yeah, and I agree, Lamazine. I really always really very much enjoy the expertise from the Pirate Game Boy, always with the obscure things that you know. Really interesting, learn a lot about the stuff we play here from you, so thank you so much for that. Original 1 and 2, I don't know what that means exactly. I do know, this is kind of fun to demonstrate, I do know what arcade means. Goes for Tate mode. Which we will not use, of course. Although I guess in the OBS I couldn't just flip the screen. Oh well. But kind of nice that they have that in there. For, you know, nowadays it's standard, but back then not always the case. I probably should play it on easy, I guess. This game is hard. All shoot 'em ups are hard. Which thing should we take? I have no clue which one is the best. Somewhere someone probably has a tier list out there, because they usually are all. Let's scramble. Let's see how this is. Oh, analog stick does not work. No auto fire, that's unfortunate. Oh, there is auto fire on the triangle. One hit is death, so you want to be careful with that. And this, it's not full-on bullet heli, but it does get crowded. Yeah, this is just a very good little shoot 'em up. It's an arcade conversion, I'm pretty sure. I never played this in the arcade. Never seen it in any arcade, so I can't be sure, but I'm pretty sure this is an arcade conversion, and they did a good job in that. At least this plays well. Whoa, that's our power shot. I like that. Let's give him another. I mean, this is level 1, so should be able to finish off level 1, right? And again, I am playing on easy, which on the rankings was like right in the middle. Yeah, 1994 for 1942. That was a cool classic, of course. A lot of conversions. I played some of the 1993, I think it was called, or 1994. This was pretty advanced. I think it was 1994. Oops. And like all shooters, you downgrade all the way. But yeah, those graphics back then of 1994, I think it was 1994, it just blew me away. It was such nice graphics at the time. And I have no clue how well this game in particular is regarded in the shoot 'em up echelon. Why did I do that? I tend to be really bad at these, but they can be just be fun, just have a go at. Doesn't matter too much, you know. And you are completely correct. These are games that you just need to get into the zone, and if you do, man, does it ever feel like super satisfying when you're dodging bullets left and right. Super awesome. I'm shooting up the whole place here. I'm not sure if this one has any continuous. Probably it does. Also looks to have a two-player option, which is always nice in these kind of games. Always super fun to play with two players. Although it's always a double-edged sword with these games when you add another player, because you also add up a lot more crap on screen that goes flying. Not that there's more enemies, but just more shots from your player characters in general, which obscure the view on the actual bullets that are coming your way. So, you know, adding an extra player is not always beneficial. That power-up just did not want to come to me. I guess let's get rid of this tank man. Yeah, some cool animations help. Oh, whoa, whoa, those shots came in a bit faster than I was anticipating. Holy crap. These are getting more serious here, which I suppose is... Did my score not reset? Or that just give me so much score? If your score does not reset, then that is a bit silly. Although, you know, no one is actually playing for score, but the one genre where, well, people are kind of still playing for score, and you don't reset it on a continue, that would seem a bit weird. Yeah, I would be kind of curious to know how actual fans of the genre see this game. Hopefully they won't see it in my video, because that would just be very much a shame of their time, probably. That's a big ass gun. I didn't even see that shot. Too greedy. That's usually how it goes, you know. Once you die once... I do like that when you die, at least some of the power-ups will pop out of you like a piñata. So you can pick them up again. That's a bigger ass gun. I suppose it's right side. Too much bullets. Yeah, let's actually use the bombs. Those power-ups is kind of annoying because they keep flying away. There you go. Yeah, it doesn't seem like your score will reset when you die. That is so weird in a shoot 'em up. I didn't even see the name. Oh! We don't get to continue right where we were. Why is that? Well, at least we've got a full stock of life, so... if I can't make it now, then I suck. I think in the past I did manage to beat the game, at least on the easy setting. Maybe on an easier setting still. But these games are super difficult to also keep your focus on. And just in general, they do require a lot of practice to get half decent at. And this game, it does matter a lot what difficulty setting you play it at. Because the stuff that's on screen, especially the bullets, it will increase quite substantially when you go up a difficulty level, which is kind of neat for those who want an extra challenge. Generally speaking, I don't need too much of that. Did you say Igaruga? Because I know my speech synthesizer made something weird out of that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, Igaruga is I did play it, but I'm just not good at it. I'm very terrible. I love it, the concept of it. Are we on a rocket? Look at this. But the Igaruga, Like, I love the idea of the bullets changing color, but that also makes it lose contrast a bit with some backgrounds and makes it a bit difficult for me to actually follow what's coming at me. It's kind of nice set piece. Give me the P. And like, it's something that I like in this game. The bullets here stand out so well on against the background in general. A nice bright yellow pieces of death. I suppose we still started. Yeah, we don't continue right on. I guess that's only a privilege that you get on the first couple of stages, which is kind of a neat idea. Don't actually know any other games that do that. Be careful. Should use my bombs a bit more liberal, I suppose. And maybe also defensively, as they do also get rid of fire, I think. Yeah, you're safe from bullets. But yeah, once you're out, you're out. Oh well. Hopefully he was already vulnerable, it looks like it. Like, don't you hate it when you get to a boss? Oh, first bullet he shoots, huh? When you get to a boss and you fire a bomb in the face where he's not, where you can't damage him yet, and you waste a bomb. Whoa! I don't like the bullet heli stuff, man. Stop it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. I don't think this is the end yet. Maybe it is actually, but I don't feel like I have it in me to get through this today. And it's past 11, so I also want to save the neighbors the noise. But yeah, lovely little game. Usually for very cheap. So if you do find it, then it's recommended. And the second game is basically the same, same thing. It's very much, but it's yeah, lovely little game here. Good old video system game. What? No clue what you meant there. I am going to give Riso. Because I'm so, yeah, I'm actually not sure. I'm sorry, Griso, I still don't have any milk for you, but some idiot figured it'd be fun to put a cow into a blender, so they made a smoothie out of it, and now it's yours. So how's that for something different? If I can open it, if I can't open it, then we'll have nothing for you. There we go. Yeah, it's opening. That looks absolutely revolting. But apparently it is quite delicious. Yeah, thank you so much all for joining me. Had a lot of fun playing some random games. And on Wednesday we will return to the CDI because the game that won in the poll was Flashback on CDI. Fun little fact, it's actually, I believe, the last game that was released in the US in a official capacity. So yeah, we're gonna play through that. Probably not in one go because I haven't played this one in ages, but it was one of my favorite games on the CDI, and I think Flashback is one of those rare games that does not have a actual bad port of it. So yeah, hope to see you guys then, and Otherwise, we will go for some more Commodore on the Sundays. Wherever we meet in a video, from me, from you, wherever, whatever. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you then next time. And until then, take care. For now, bye bye. Or as I say, the muzzle.